Welcome back to Six in the City. We're going to find out about all these performers, entertainers we got, because we got the folks behind the scenes to make all this happen.
That's right.
And Sherri's with us, and Jamon with us, Motes, Jones and Company. And Motes, it's good to have y'all here, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Motes, Jones and Company does what? A little bit of everything, it sounds like.
I started to say it's a little bit of everything.
Well, we break it down into 3 words: music, media, and management.
Okay.
And that touches the lives of everyone, from music to a business person. All of us have that in our lives intertwined every day. And so we work with the artists one-on-one in those aspects, and also with business people.
Okay. Are your clients referred to you? Are they walk-ins? How do you get your clients?
Well, we have quite a large network that we work with, a lot of referrals,
Okay.
and then, of course, we specialize in digital strategy, search engine optimization, and, of course, my husband alone and what he brings to the table with his production, his pedigree in music, that brings the artists to the table as well.
Okay.
So y'all been able to successfully blend these, because these are different cultures to a certain extent, as far as music's kind of its own industry out there, and then you got commercial clients in as well.
Absolutely. In fact, Paul Aller, that was just on, he is one of our clients, and we work with him on all 3 levels. So we write jingles for the business people. When you think of AutoZone, you think get in the zone, AutoZone, right? And then we had an iHeart radio host that asked us to write a song for her. And you want to tell about that, how that evolved?
The song we actually did the last time we were here, A Place Like That. And it was about a home and, just refinancing and rebuilding the home. And so it started off as a jingle, and we made a whole song out of it, and it ended up being an album. It was actually my first time behind the mic, because I'm always producing music and just having fun with different parts. And that's how that came about, A Place Like That, as we performed the last time.
One thing led to another, and then all of a sudden it's on an album, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
One thing, that we forget, because you think about the music business, but then there are commercial jingles, and somebody writes all these jingles and everything else, and if they get picked up and used, then there may be more money in that than a lot of other things, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
I remember there was an interview about Roger Miller, Dang Me, and all those other great songs he had, but it was like, he said, man, I need to write a jingle like Ford Motor Company or something, write something that's big. How do you find the music business, Dave? Because, we're into downloads, file shares. Somebody said, well, one thing about the record business, there are no records anymore. And so, what's going on out there?
It starts with good music, and that is a true statement to a
up?
point. That is, but it's good. It starts with good music and good business. Yeah, and as she is the face of the business as far as the business goes, and I'm the guy behind the music. And you have great music as an artist, as you just seen. It's great music. And you can't help but to feel things like that. And once you feel it, it is very unfabricated. And when you come in with strength and emotion, full of emotion, full of great songs, good looks, all that plays a part. And
Artist development, that type of thing. And one of the things that I'm hearing you say is that the industry has changed.
It's changed dramatically.
And it's now
Dramatically, yeah.
digital. So you have mechanical royalties, you have digital royalties, and you have to work around the fact that record companies aren't necessarily doing the things that they did before.
Right,
And so there are distribution channels, and we work with our artists with those channels to get their music onto Apple Music, YouTube
All the streaming
Music,
channels, yes.
Spotify, etc. And also the old school way, because there is a way to get a vinyl if you would like to get a record.
Right,
There
right.
is a way to get a CD for the old school people that would like to have one. But we are full circle with that aspect in merging the old with the new.
Right. So many pieces and parts to that, because it's not
Absolutely.
just about producing a record
I've
anymore.
got one
That's
car
right.
that I keep because it's got a CD player.
I love it.
I was afraid you were going to say 8-track.
Well, I've thought about it. Yeah.
what we try to do with what we are doing with the artists on our label and along with ourselves is making a demand for it. Like the Elvis days and the Beatles days, you want those CDs, you want the product, you just don't want the download, you want the full package, and that's what we're not recreating, but that's what we're doing, to where we'll build demand for posters, CDs, vinyls, cassettes if you want them.
We provide it, exactly.
We're bringing it back.
How do people contact you or get involved with the company?
Motesjones.com. That's Motes Jones.com. and they can reach us by phone 901-249-0818. And all the songs that you've heard today, along with others, you can download from our website.
From the
Oh,
web.
okay.
And it's
All right.
Motes,
And Motes.
Motes, Jones,
Jones.
JONES.com.
Correct.
MotesJones.com. It's good to have you here.
It is. Thanks for
Appreciate
being
you.
here.
Great to be
Great
here.
job.
Appreciate
Thank
the
you.
entertainment today, too.
Today, exactly. Glad to have all these folks with us. In
That's
fact,
right.
Angel's going to be back in this next segment as we continue Six in the City.